What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Sun Life.
And Cater.
Welcome to
Southern Life.
Today we're going to be touring
Parkland,
Florida. It's one of the best places in Florida. These people who live here have worked very hard to put their families in the best environment they can. They weren't slacking. They were working very hard to ensure that they could put their family in one of the best suburbs in the country. And today we're going to tour this beautiful place. Right now we're technically in Coral Springs, but we're right across the street from Parkland city limits. Coral Springs is another great suburb. The people that live here have worked very, very hard to put their family in a safe, clean, suburban place. This is a growing Hispanic and growing Asian community. And by the way, we've had a lot of people tell me, Jose, we're Asian, we're looking for a place where we can feel comfortable in Florida. Katie, what's the Asian population here?
Close to 9%.
That's very high for Florida. What's the general population of Parkland as a whole?
34,000.
So 34,000 people, almost 10% Asian. I've seen a lot of Asian people here. There's also a good growing Asian, good growing Hispanic community. And again, these people that are here have earned, this isn't a place that existed 50 or 70 years ago. This is a suburb that was created out of nothing. And a lot of the people that are here came from other countries with absolutely nothing. And let's tour the beautiful place they've created for their families and the communities where they live. You know, you guys obviously know what took place here. Can you imagine that the families that are here, how hard these people have worked? They didn't settle for some piece of crap town, you know, with high crime, and they worked hard to get their families in these suburbs. Sacrificed their whole life, went to school, saved money, so that today, I'm in a turning lane, and I'm not really wanting to turn. I'm gonna have to turn, I guess. I can't block traffic in. Let's not swing back around. Let's swing back around real quick. I'm really not looking at it.
What was that?
No idea. Private, so I can't look.
Here.
Well, you think about those families, man, and how they work so hard to make sure that their family and their children can end up in one of the best, safest suburbs in the country. Not just the state of Florida. One of the best places you could put your family with the lowest crime rates. And this is one of the best places in Florida, if not the country. One of the best places you could put your family. These people work so hard to put their families here, man. For somebody to just come in and ruin it, not just for themselves, but for so many other people, man, that it's just, I can't even wrap my head around it. Now, I grew up poor in Naples, you know, and just like Naples is a rich suburban place, this is also a rich suburban. And I got made fun of, I got picked on, I didn't have the package that all the other kids had. So here I was living poor, broke, in a place where all the other kids were living like this. Never once crossed my mind that that was something to do. And it's just distraught-ful how some individual can think they can go out and ruin other people because they're their life. But please believe me that you can't let one person ruin it for everybody else. This is a good place to be. Great, hard-working people that have, you know, despite all the odds for a lot of these people weren't born in the wealth. There's people here who come from generational, but not everybody. A lot of these people, they had to come up with it, you know what I mean? And as you can see, safe, clean place. Police officers hanging out with the kids here having ice cream, right? Just beautiful American, what America's all about. You know what I mean? Like cops talking to the kids while they're having ice cream outside. It's a great place, but unfortunately, this place became famous for something else. And it's still in Broward County. I was supposed to do something.
There's a Publix and Starbucks over there.
Alright, I can't go to Starbucks, Kitty. I have to go see my sugar daddy. I see him every day.
Who's your sugar daddy? I'm the one with your sugar daddy. Yeah, that's me.
Have you seen him today?
I'm looking at him right now.
Have you seen your sugar daddy today, Katie?
Oh yeah, I'm looking at him right now.
Have you seen the kids right here? Look at this. See this? They're playing in a shopping cart. This is suburban America. There's a lot of families here. I mean, this is the place this is the best schools. This is where you want to put your kids, man. Like, look at, like,
there's
a lot of families here.
over here, apparently.
There's a lot of schools here. We'll need to open a map real quick. But it's just frustrating how, you know, people that have worked so hard to give their families. We're officially in Parkland, guys.
Yeah.
We're now in the city limits. People work so hard, man, to give their families the best for somebody else to come ruin it, man. But
middle.
it's just I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right now in the country of Salvador, they arrested in the last few weeks 6,000 people. Current person in charge of that country is trying to take care of course, violating human rights in the process.
Yeah.
But trying to take care of the problem in that country where gangs have just kind of overtaken that country. And he says, you know, I don't care about human rights right now because we're losing so many people to street violence. You can't even open a hot dog stand in our country without getting extorted. So it's like he's trying to fix, you know, people here come from so many different struggles, different countries where people are really having to see it hard, man. They're not, you know, like a lot of times it's great that you give your children the best possible. But instead of taking them to Disneyland, take them to freaking Salvador. Take them to Angola or something before you take them to Disneyland, and have them appreciate what the crap you're giving them. Because, and I know as a parent, a lot of parents kind of would do the opposite of that. Would be to shelter their kids from those things. But you're not doing them any good. You have to from a young age. And I've talked to parents who tell me the complete opposite. They don't want their kids to know how hard they worked for it. They just want to give it to them. But I think appreciation is a major, major part of having. You can't just have without first knowing, you know, what it costs, because not everybody that's born into a suburban lifestyle understands that at some point, maybe your parents or your grandparents or somebody at some point wasn't born into wealth. They had to go out there and make something from nothing. And when that is forgotten, you just start taking everything for granted. And what's wrong with taking things for granted? I think once you understand the value of things, you appreciate them more. And I'm kind of glad that I'm the one that made that transition between having and not having, from starting from not having anything and working towards starting to have things, because I get to see the value of simple things that a lot of people in today's suburban world take for granted. Of course, there's beautiful homes here. A lot of these communities are gated. A little bit further ahead, we're going to enter an area where homes are kind of out in the open. We'll be able to see some homes. So right now, most of these communities are gated. We're going to start entering an area up ahead where we'll be able to appreciate some of the homes that are out here. Beautiful homes, beautiful communities. Some of the best places to live in the entire state of Florida. We're just south of Liberty Park, heading eastbound on Holmberg. There's a dog park right here. You can kind of tell just from the vehicles that are driving through here and the type of landscaping that this is a very affluent area. From what I could gather, it seems like a very diverse community. Break down the entire demographics of this place real bit.
All right.
Now, it's not ridiculously expensive compared to other parts of Florida. Now, if you live in Broward County, Coral Springs and Parkland are some of the most desirable places you could want to put your family. I mean, it's a great place to live. You know, people that live anywhere else in Broward County wish they're the ones living over here. Further ahead, we'll start to see some residential areas.
And you wanted a breakdown?
Yeah. Break down just as much information you got demographically, income, anything that throws at you. Income, people, whatever it's got, throw it at me.
Okay. Close to 60% W.
Okay, so about 60% W.
About 6% B.
6% B. And to my B people out there, let me just say something. That doesn't seem fair that it's a small percentage, but it's good that some people are able to enjoy this type of lifestyle. Let's be honest. At least some people have got to it. It might have been harder for them than for everybody else, I'll tell you that. But they made it. They're out here.
9% A.
I know. So that's great for Florida. Florida's not known for having a large Asian community, so it's nice that here. Ooh, is that? Oh, yeah. It's great that there is a large Asian community here. That's beautiful, and I'm glad that we finally hit up a place in Florida that has a decent Asian community. Since honestly, it's been in the works. It's like we're always having people asking us, "Hey, where's a good place for Asians? And you know, what is our Asian community?" Now, I don't know what the exact demographics are within that community, but all right, what else we got there?
M, 5.5%.
Yeah, that's mixed.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's people that are mixed. So you might have Asian with Hispanic, or you know, little doggy. Little doggy. Big houses. You can tell by the front yards. They're huge.
H, 18, close to 18.5%.
Okay, which kind of mirrors the state of Florida almost. You know, so it's less than average, but at least some were able to do it. That's the way I look at it. Instead of crying about how it's, you know, like at least some were able to do it. That's the way I look at it.
Okay, the last time they talked about income was in 2016.
Okay, that's not too far away.
Yes. So the median income for a household in the city was $131,000.
What? In 2016?
Yep, median
That was
income.
pre-COVID.
Yeah, per capita income for the city is $56,000
Per person. So every person here
per capita.
is making what I make off YouTube before I spend money on gas and hotels.
Yeah.
Dang, these people are living good. Every last one of them. So if you think we're the dogs taking a poop, if you think we're okay, imagine like doubling up our salary, and that's like the average.
Wow.
That's great, man.
Great.
These people are making some money. Oh, Papa, you got money.
They have an interesting.
And sorry, before you keep going, I know I'm interrupting you. She's just getting mad because I'm interrupting her. Slow down. We're having a conversation. We got all day.
You'll forget. Let me just say it before.
Relax. Relax. We're offering supplementary. And that B doesn't exactly mean double A. It could be Haitian, Jamaican, Cuban, Trinidadian, Indian, who knows? Like, that B doesn't exactly mean double A, so doesn't exactly mean that every B is right here in Florida. There's Cubans that are B. There's Dominicans that are B. So keep going, Kate.
Okay, this is from the year 2000, and it's talking about language.
Okay. Oh, I'll give you some insight. That was 2000. It's much more diverse now.
Excuse me.
Ah! You're supposed to scream after you sneeze.
No, you aren't.
Yes, you are. Scream.
No.
We're gonna be here till you scream.
82%.
Until you scream, we're not going
spoke
to scream.
English at home.
No.
11.5%
No. Scream.
2%
No.
spoke Italian, and 1.5% spoke German.
All right, so that W, so you understand diversity. That 60% W, that W could be children of Cuban Americans, class of Americans would fall in the W. That W could also mean European. Could be a lot of different things. A lot of South Americans from like Chile and Argentina will probably refuse to accept that they're Hispanics and so they're the W. So there's room for wiggle. It's very diverse. It's got a nice amount of diversity.
Yeah.
You know, it's a beautiful. Look at this. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Look at the size of those houses.
Yeah. I remember the first time I filled out a census form for us,
Yeah.
and he got mad because I referred to him as a WH.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So.
You threw a fit over it,
So what?
and you proceeded to complain for the next 5 years.
You don't know me.
Yeah. He's recently accepted that.
So. I'm already in the loop, buddy. I love how people that drive clunkers think you're not afraid of crashing into them. So, not bad. It's a very decent community. No beaches here. Lots of parks. It's more of a suburban place. And,
I don't know why I like that community, but I do.
all in there.
Yeah.
Lots of trees, man.
That's why I like places with trees. Seems peaceful.
Time's peaceful.
Jose.
Don't make fun of your hick accent.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we also have to run into Coral Springs, and there's a bunch of these other suburbs out here. Yeah, there's a preserve, which is basically allowed to have it cleared yet. They call it a natural preserve, but it's basically allowed to have it cleared yet.
Yeah.
People drive running children drive running golf carts. How's that? Or young adult, who knows? Look how wide the sidewalks are.
Technically, they're children until they turn 18.
Oh, is that a yellow Bentley? Oh, air. Got a yellow Bentley. Look, oh, a little chubby girl right there trying to work out. Nice city. It's alright. This is their wilderness park. Look at the windshield from. It's gonna get hot.
It's cold.
Yeah, but the windshield's in the sun.
No, here. Yeah. What happened there? The sign looked like it picked up with the hurricane or something. Yeah.
Okay, I thought they would have more. I think it's mostly residential. Mostly residential, seems like. Alright, guys, so I know I had to take a little break there and kind of cool down. It's a hot day, so we don't want to burn up our phones. We have to kind of cool them down. Well, it looks like a nice place. It's kind of suburban, very quiet, mellow.
Yeah.
And I guess if you're gonna go to the beach, you can go to Boca.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we're on the edge of the of the city limits here. We'll have to take a turn to the right to just remain within the city limits. It's really a suburb. It's not like it's a city or like, well, it is a city, right? No, it's not like a...
Those are new trees.
Oh, yeah.
They get new trees here.
It's kind of like Naples, except for with a whole lot more young people.
It looks like the whole community is Pelican Marsh.
Exactly. We think alike. It's like a giant Pelican Marsh. But instead of old people from Boston, it's like young people from Cuba.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very elegant community. So if you're looking for diversity in Florida, safety, diversity, in a nice suburb, this is a good area to consider. Unfortunately, dude, it's not even fair for this community to be known for that because there's so much more to it. And have you called your sugar daddy today?
I'm talking to him right now.
It's 40? Okay.
Yeah.
Have you called your sugar daddy?
Jose?
Uh-huh.
You're my sugar daddy, Jose.
I'm not your sugar daddy. You didn't get a job.
No.
Crap, you mean I'm your sugar daddy?
No.
Oh, no. You gotta get a job. Who talking about I'm your sugar daddy? You should get yourself a job. Ooh, look at that Ford truck.
No, I don't know if I can
Man,
do
these
that.
communities are gorgeous. Look at those houses.
You know, I need to be with you every day.
I'm not your sugar daddy. We're gonna have to figure something out because I have to go see my sugar daddy today.
You do? Who's your sugar daddy?
You are. Well, I bet you there's good bass. Do you see that canal right there? The canal looks like it would have good bass. This is pretty out here. It's very mellow. I mean, it's 5 o'clock. No traffic at all.
Yeah.
It's very, very mellow. Now that's 441 up there, so it's going to be a little bit busier on 441. And 441 is the edge of Parkland city limits on the other side. And there are other areas that are more Hispanic within the surrounding area. But Eldorado Furniture.
I've never actually been inside an Eldorado Furniture.
Oh, you like it?
Can I go?
No.
Why?
When you get your real estate license and you get a mortgage and you have a house, I'll let you look at fancy furniture. In the meantime, while you're living in efficiency in Lehigh, fancy furniture is out of the question. And even the other day, you went and bought little knickknacks. I want you buying little knickknacks for your little efficiency. Don't get too comfortable living in poverty with your poverty-stricken Irish starving child-looking face. Ow! You look like a starving Irish child who ran out of potatoes and then one day stumbled across a bunch of potatoes and ate them all. Just in case they ran out of potatoes again. We'll go, women, swing!
That's why I bought a thick cup.
So you can hit me upside the head. So that's the purpose of buying that? I thought you just were done.
No, that too. I want to drink my water.
So 441 has traffic. And once you leave Parkland, then you're kind of in a good pattern of major roads. I wanna love you. Put over to that, do that, do over to that, do that. Dun 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 dun. Get out of my way, I said it. Dun 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 dun. So there's a place called Sandalfoot. They're supposed to have some really crappy trailer parks. Mostly looks suburban though. Not far from here. I've heard there's a place called Sandalfoot. It's pretty bad. It's supposed to be like the hood for Boca. You know what would be a great video? We should do a video of trailer parks in Hialeah. Ain't that something, huh?
I want to go to Hialeah.
You can make it to Hialeah.
Of course.
It's like you know, like Bonnie and Clyde, if we could just make it to Hialeah, we'll be safe. There's the city of Parkland sign right there.
I'll get a headache.
We can just, oh, we're outside of Parkland. We're in Coral Springs already. Are we in Parkland? Let's see. No, we're still in Parkland. Everything on the other side is Coral Springs.
Coral Springs is to the south.
We're heading south. We'll be in Coral Springs soon. We'll take Willie's Road. We'll explore Coral Springs and then we'll explore Margaret.
There's a Margaret, Florida?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a bunch of suburban areas. We've never done these areas because every time we come here we go straight for the cities. But there's a lot in the suburban parts of southeast Florida. I don't know if I get copyright strike for that.
Probably.
For just like half-second clips. I don't know. Find out. Amazon. La Amazonica. Hey, we gotta be charging this one without much recording. I know there's an electric car.
You like
over
your
there.
food today?
It was good, but I don't like eating that early in the day. Oh, that car! Did you catch that? Wow. Da 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 da. In a hurry. Da 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 da.
Tasted like fish was in my rice.
Can you not say that? I just finished eating.
Okay.
Coral Spring, take me home to a suburb of Fort Lauderdale where there's safety, local crime, and people bike. And there I had a person say on the Charlotte video, and like, I'm a cyclist in Charlotte and I've never been robbed. And somebody was like, bro, who the crap is gonna rob a cyclist? Cyclists are so awkward that even thugs are like, nah, I ain't messing with you.
I know, right?
Put this phone in the right mode.
Yeah.
He was like, dude, cyclists are so creepy that not even like gangsters are gonna rob you.
What mode do you want it in?
Well, I don't know, Kate. We've been recording YouTube video now for 2 years, so I don't know what settings you think I would want for recording a video.
No, you had this.
We're recording a different video on that phone now.
Okay. All right.
All right, guys. So that's Parkland, Florida, and make sure that you see your sugar daddy at least once a day. Check it out. We're now in Coral Springs, another great suburb, where there's a guy with an umbrella for some reason on the easement of the road. Looks about the same, just pretty nice suburban areas in Broward County.